Welcome to Resonant Light Technology. Thank you for purchasing our PERL unit. This is an extremely high-quality device that will provide you with many years of use. If you have any questions, or if you want to know more about other Resonant Light products or PERL add-ons, you can visit us online at resonantlight.com. Even though you have this video to help, we still recommend that you read your PERL operations manual completely in order to get more detailed information and important safety guidelines. Before we get started, please note that the PERL consists of 5 main components. The body, which is a medical-grade metal housing that protects all the internal components. The ProGen, which is the smaller box with a numerical keypad on the face. A power cord to connect the PERL to an electrical outlet. A 4-pin connection cable to connect the PERL to the ProGen. And a light tube. Now let's get everything laid out and ready to set up. First, compare the contents of your PERL box with what you see on the packing slip. If anything is damaged or missing, please contact us immediately so we can get a new part out to you right away. Now, place the PERL and the ProGen on a hard surface such as a desk or a table. The outlet must be properly grounded or earthed to ensure that there is no potential of electrical shock. Finally, a few cautions. Never place the ProGen on the PERL or on a shelf above the tube. And never operate the PERL during a brownout. A brownout is a sag or a drop in the voltage in an electrical power supply. Now that you've got everything laid out and ready, let's start assembling the system. Now you can pick up the light tube. Insert the tube into the PERL via the 2 holes at the top. It will click gently into place. Now connect the 4-pin cable to the ProGen. To do this, simply ensure that the notch on the cable's end is facing up. Insert it firmly into the ProGen and gently tighten the ring fitting. Insert the other end into the PERL. Now the unit is ready for power. Plug the power cord firmly into the back of the PERL. This is the #1 challenge we run into, so please ensure the plug is tight and located in an area that is unlikely to be bumped. Plug the unit into your surge protector, which should be connected to a dedicated power plug. Now you can pick up your ProGen and turn on the PERL's power. You will see "Hello, Resonant Light" appear on the scrolling screen on your ProGen. This menu is also printed on the front of the ProGen, so you don't need to worry if the scrolling is too fast for you to read. You will also hear the fan inside the PERL running. The on button will be lit up. This means that you've got power and you're well on your way. If you don't have power at this stage, turn the power button off and check to make sure the cables are tight, especially the power cable at the back of the unit. Once you finish this check, turn the power back on to the PERL, and the light should come on. Note that the ignition switch should still be in the off position at this point. Now that the PERL is up and running, we will get the brains of the operation working, so you can start making use of the device. The brains of the device is the ProGen. We will be discussing the pound key, which is referred to in some areas as the hash key or the number sign. We will also talk about the star key, which is referred to in some areas as the asterisk. Firstly, the device will walk you through the appropriate steps and tell you what choices there are. Secondly, if you make a mistake, you can push the star key twice to start again. To get things going, push 1 on the keypad, which will select the run mode. Instructions will scroll across the screen to input the number of the bank you want to use. A bank is simply a set of instructions that have been pre-programmed into the ProGen. You will have a list of these banks in your Protocols and Guideline Manual, so you can choose which are the most relevant for you. Advanced users can also enter their own programs into the ProGen's banks. For now, we will enter 21 to start with Bank 21, which is a general wellness program. If you don't agree with what's on the screen, simply enter the numbers you do want, as they will be replaced with those on the screen. The pound key is used like the enter key on your computer to confirm the information on the monitor is correct and to move to the next step. The ProGen will ask which level of the protocol you would like to start with. Push the pound key to start at level 1. Higher levels are simply later points in the bank, which can be used if you need to stop the program early and want to restart at the same point later. You can split a bank, such as Bank 21, in half, letting the ProGen run until it reaches level 10, then running from level 11 to level 21 later in the day. The ProGen will now ask you if you would like to run an additional bank. This would run a second program that would run when the first is finished. You can add as many banks as you would like, pressing 1 each time to add another. For this tutorial, we will only run the single bank, so press 2. The ProGen will now ask you if you would like it to beep when done. This will alert you every time the frequencies change and will give you a single long beep at the end of the bank. This can be as frequent as every 10 seconds, so for this tutorial, choose 2 for no. Now, the ProGen is running the bank you chose at the starting level you selected. Well done, you're almost there. All you need to do now is turn on the light tube. As soon as you've got the ProGen running, you can turn on the ignition switch to light the tube. You will see the pulsing glow of magenta light swirling through the tube, which will change in shape as the frequencies from the ProGen change. Sometimes there won't be much movement at all, but will continue to glow brilliantly. You will also hear the sound of some of the frequencies. This too will change as the frequencies change. You may also notice the SWR meter needle moving. Now, you're officially up and running with your PERL and your ProGen. Congratulations! Please note that this particular program will run for 90 minutes from start to finish. If you need a short pause, such as to answer the door, just hit the star key on the ProGen. To resume, hit the pound key. If you want to exit the program, hit ***. Great job! You've gotten your PERL running, and you've got a basic idea of how to use the ProGen. If you were using it now, you would sit comfortably 6 to 12 feet from the PERL, relax, and enjoy. You can even use your computer, watch TV, or read while it's running. Also, anyone or anything within a 30-foot or 10-meter radius will receive the benefits of the PERL. If you were running the full cycle, you would relax and let it run until the ProGen beeps to tell you the bank you programmed has finished. Now, we will practice the PERL shutdown sequence. Now, turn off the ignition switch. Now, you can shut off the power switch, and you're done. Great job! Now you have assembled the entire system, turned it on, run a program or a bank, and properly shut everything down. Thank you for purchasing a PERL from Resonant Light Technology. We hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Add-ons and other products are available at resonantlight.com.